In terrific field position.
Let's go.
Here we go. 4-8. Here we go. Kill.
Trip that ball.
26.
Trip that ball.
Check.
No. Off.
Here we go. 26.
On first down, it's Elliott. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Kill.
Check three. Slam.
At the Bears' 21-yard line.
Kill. 26.
On second down, it's Elliott. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check 26.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54.
Check the backer. Hey, watch it.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Joker.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Prescott on first down. Outright completes it to Jarwin. That throw good for 4. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Prescott flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Cooper was the target there.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Malik Collins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 27 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards on the ground. Now what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the I. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Trubisky. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10. It's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
First down, Bears.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, orbit.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 16-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense makes Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Throwing here, Trubisky.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
First down,
25, check 25, check 25.
Check. Cross. 18, 18. Cross. Red, go. Smooth.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Wide.
Then we're going to 53.
Jack! Hatchet.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike to 59. Let's get it together.
We're going to 54. We're going to 54.
Check 24.
Let's go. Come on.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Prescott now, flushed out right. He may try and run for them. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Then we're going to 53.
He's checking. Crash. Kill.
Then we're going to 53.
It's great.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Rush in. Kill.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Focus, defense, focus.
The first down carry for Davis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cocky. Because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 30-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down. It's Elliott, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. A gain of 3, second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tip.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 28 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Back to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Trubisky will throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there. But now Trubisky lost the football. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away